After 75, walking can keep you busy, but it may not keep you strong. The real danger is not how far you can go, it's whether you can stand up when your legs say no. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share science-backed health tips like this every single day. For years, one pattern has shown up again and again in rehab rooms, recovery wards, and senior clinics. The older adults who stay independent the longest are usually not the ones who only walk more. They're the ones who keep the strength to rise, sit, climb, and catch themselves before a fall. That's the difference. Not motion, but force. Not activity, but ability. Here's the thing. Walking is wonderful for your heart, your mood, and your circulation, but after 75, the body starts asking a different question. Can your legs still lift you? Can your hips still steady you? Can your body still get out of a chair without help? And that's exactly why the one exercise in this video matters so much. By the end of this, you'll know the one simple movement many experts care about most for seniors over 75, why it can beat walking for strength and independence, and exactly how to do it safely at home. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. They think if they walk every day, that's enough. Respectfully, it often isn't. Walking trains you to keep moving forward. It does not always train you to push hard against gravity, and after 75, gravity becomes the bully in the room. Every time you get out of bed, off the toilet, or up from the couch, you are doing a leg press with your own body. A 2022 study from Harvard Medical School found that adults 65 and older who added strength training at least twice a week to regular aerobic exercise lowered their risk of dying during the study period by 30%. Think about that. Not walking instead of strength work, but walking plus strength work. That's the missing piece. And the problem is bigger than most people realize. Many older adults can still walk around the house, yet struggle getting out of a soft chair. Why does that matter? Because that is often the first warning sign. Your body is like a car with a decent engine but worn out brakes. It still moves until you need control. So what is the one exercise? It's the chair rise, also called the sit to stand. That's it, sitting down in a chair and standing back up the right way. Simple, yes. Easy, not always. Powerful, absolutely. Number 5, the basic stand. Most people think standing up from a chair is too simple to count as exercise, but actually simple is exactly why it works. The best exercise after 75 is often not the fanciest one. It's the one your body uses every single day. The chair rise trains your thighs, hips, core, and balance at the same time. It is not just exercise, it is practice for living. A 2022 study from Harvard Medical School found that adding strength training to regular aerobic activity lowered death risk by 30% in adults over 65. That matters because the chair rise is strength training in its most useful form. It teaches your legs to push, your hips to extend, and your trunk to stay steady. In plain English, it helps you stop collapsing into the chair and start owning the movement again. Here's how you do it. Use a firm chair, not a sofa. Sit near the front edge. Put your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Pull your heels slightly back under your knees. Lean your chest forward like you are bringing your nose over your toes. Then press through your whole foot and stand tall. Don't yank with your neck. Don't rock wildly. Stand, pause for 1 second, then sit back down with control. Start with 5 reps, rest, then do another 5. If that feels fine, work up to 2 sets of 8 to 10. If you need help, place your hands on the chair arms or on your thighs at first. There is no shame in that. The goal is not ego, the goal is getting stronger. And yes, food matters here too. Your muscles are like workers on a repair crew. If they don't get building material, they can't rebuild. After training, aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein in a meal. That could be 3 ounces of chicken with half a cup of beans, or a cup of Greek yogurt with 2 boiled eggs. But wait until you see number 4, because this is where most people leave results on the table. Quick question, have you noticed it's getting harder to get out of low chairs or the toilet? Comment yes or no below. Number 4, the slow sit. Most people think the hard part is standing up, but actually the lowering part may be even more important. Why? Because that's your braking system. If standing is the gas pedal, sitting down slowly is the brake, and weak brakes are how people drop, wobble, or lose control. A 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen found that older adults who did a year of heavy resistance training kept their leg strength almost unchanged 4 years later, changing by only about 1% from baseline while other groups declined. That tells you something powerful. Strength protects the future version of you. To train the slow sit, stand up first, then lower yourself back into the chair over a count of 3 to 5 seconds. 1. Don't give gravity the wind. Keep your knees tracking over your feet. Keep your chest proud. If needed, place a pillow on the chair to make it a little higher. Do 4 to 6 slow reps at first. These are harder than they look. Your thighs may shake, that's okay. Shaking is not always dangerous. Sometimes it's just muscles waking up after a long nap. If you feel sharp pain, stop, but mild effort, that's the signal that your body is learning again. Support this version with protein and minerals. A simple option is a can of tuna with whole grain toast, which gives about 20 grams of protein. Or try 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, which gives roughly 20 grams too. But wait until you see number 3, because strength without balance is only half the answer. Number 3, the pause and brace. Most people think this exercise is just for the legs. But actually, it also trains balance and body control. The magic happens in the pause. When you rise and hold still for 2 seconds, your brain, hips, feet, and core have to talk to each other. That is how steadiness comes back. A 2023 article from Tufts University School of Medicine highlighted a large study of nearly 8,000 older adults showing that balance and functional exercises reduce the rate of falls by 24%. That is huge. Falls are not random bad luck. Very often, they happen when strength and timing stop working together. Here's how to do the pause and brace. Stand up from the chair. Once you are fully upright, tighten your belly gently like you are zipping up snug pants. Squeeze your glutes, which are your butt muscles. Keep your eyes forward, hold for 2 slow seconds. Then sit back down. If you feel steady, progress to a 3-second hold. Why does this matter so much? Because daily life is full of pauses. You stand up to answer the phone, you stop at the sink, you turn to grab something. If your body can't own that pause, you become less stable the second life gets messy. To help your muscles fire well, make sure you are eating enough potassium and magnesium too. One medium banana gives around 420 milligrams of potassium. A small handful of pumpkin seeds gives magnesium and a little extra protein. Not magic foods, just useful support, but wait until you see number 2, because this is where the exercise starts becoming a true independence tool. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Number 2, the loaded hug. Most people think you need a gym full of machines to get stronger, but actually once the basic chair rise feels easier, a little extra load at home can wake the muscles up fast. Not a barbell, not something extreme, just a safe little challenge. A 2019 study from the University of British Columbia found that an at-home program using strength and balance training reduced repeat falls by 36% in high-risk adults age 70 and older. Let that sink in. Home-based, simple equipment, real results. That is exactly why this matters for you. Here's how to do the loaded hug. Hold one light dumbbell, a gallon of water that is only partly filled, or a small bag of rice close to your chest. Hug it tight so your shoulders stay relaxed. Then do the same chair rise. Lean forward, press through the feet, stand tall, pause, sit slowly, start with something light, around 2 to 5 pounds. That is enough for many people. Do 5 reps, rest for 45 to 60 seconds. Then repeat. If your knees cave inward, the weight is too much or you are moving too fast. If you have arthritis, a higher chair often feels better. If you have had hip or knee surgery, get clearance before adding load. After this version, give your muscles real fuel. 1 cup of milk has about 8 grams of protein. Pair it with a peanut butter sandwich and you have a simple recovery meal. Or have 3 ounces of salmon with a small potato. Protein helps rebuild, carbs help refill energy. But wait until you see number 1, because this is the version that changes how you move through the whole day. I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Number 1, the power rise. Most people think older adults should move only slowly all the time. Let me be clear, controlled is good, but helplessly slow is not the goal. Real life sometimes demands power. When the doorbell rings, when the phone rings, when you lose balance for a split second, your body needs a little burst. Not reckless speed, smart speed. A 2023 article from Tufts University School of Medicine highlighted combined research showing that movement systems improving balance, timing, and body control can cut the number of people who fall by 20%. That's why the final step is not just standing up, it's standing up with intent. Here's how to do it. Sit tall, feet planted, lean forward. Now stand up a little faster than usual, but still under control. Think smooth and strong, not jerky. Reach full standing. Then sit down slowly over 3 seconds. That contrast is gold. Up with purpose, down with control. That teaches both power and safety. Try 3 to 5 reps like this, rest, then do 1 more round if you still feel solid. You should feel alert, not exhausted. Think of this like teaching your body to catch the bus without panicking. Your muscles become more responsive, your brain trusts your legs again. And yes, nourish this version too. Aim for a meal with 25 to 30 grams of protein sometime in the day. A simple example is 4 ounces of turkey, a cup of yogurt, or a bowl of lentil soup with added chicken. If your appetite is low, even a protein-rich snack is better than nothing. Small steps count. Now let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm not saying this to scare you, but this exercise is not one size fits all. If you have chest pain, severe shortness of breath, fainting, a new fracture, uncontrolled blood pressure, severe dizziness, or recent joint surgery, do not just push through. If standing from a chair causes sharp knee pain, hip pain, or back pain, stop and get checked. Also, watch for medication issues. Some blood pressure pills, sleep medicines, and anxiety medicines can make you dizzy when you stand. That means the problem may not be weakness alone. It may be timing, hydration, or a medication side effect. And if one leg feels much weaker than the other, or you notice numbness, dragging, or sudden decline, see a doctor promptly. If you have osteoporosis, which means thinner, weaker bones, you may still be able to do this exercise, but form matters even more. Use a stable chair. Keep the movement upright and controlled. If you use a walker, place it nearby for support after you stand, but don't pull on it to get up unless a therapist has shown you how. Safety first, always. So you're convinced, but thinking, how do I actually do this? Start small. The easiest option is 5 chair rises after breakfast and 5 after dinner. That's it, 10 a day. If that feels easy after a week, add the slow sit. If that feels easy after another week, add the pause. Then later add a small load, one step at a time. If money is tight, you do not need a gym. You need a firm chair, good shoes, and maybe a pillow, a soup can, or a bag of rice. That's enough. If balance is shaky, stand near a kitchen counter so you can touch it if needed. If your knees hurt, raise the chair height with a cushion. If energy is low, do 3 reps instead of 10. Something beats nothing. You can also pair this with walking, not replace walking completely. Go for your walk for heart health and mood, then do chair rises for power and independence. Not one or the other, both, with the right priority. Walking helps you travel. Chair rises help you function. Look, there's a lot of noise out there. Fancy machines, complicated plans, miracle routines. But after 75, one of the best things you can do, maybe the most basic movement of all. Sit down, stand up, repeat with purpose. That one exercise trains strength, balance, control, and confidence where you need it most. You don't need to overthink this. Start with just 5 chair rises today from a firm chair. Use your hands if you need to. Slow down the sitting part, add a pause at the top. Let your body learn, let your muscles wake up. Let your confidence come back. And remember, your body will tell you if it's working. You'll feel steadier getting out of bed. You'll notice stairs feel less scary. You'll stop dropping into chairs. You'll trust your legs a little more, and that little more matters. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.